I hope we're live. As Jimmy said, like, what's wrong with our internet? Let me see. Live streaming. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. So I thought I was going to have a relaxing day and that I was going to, well, I got up early and I'm like, oh, good. I've got the day to pack, invoice, get all the shipping done to go out tomorrow. And then my son Michael had other ideas. Because we're supposed to get snow tomorrow night into Tuesday. Tuesday's his birthday. So then he thought, okay, well, we're not going to be able to celebrate his birthday on his birthday. So why don't we come down to the restaurant and have a Super Bowl party and a birthday? So then I was like, well, I didn't get to make your cake or anything. So he's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. So I said, no, pick up a cake then, so because he'd be at the store. So I picked up a cake. Meanwhile, Gio ordered another cake for Tuesday. So now, after we went there and we had the whole thing, then Gia says, you guys can't really come down here on Tuesday? You don't think you'll be able to make it down? And Jimmy's like, I'll get us down here. So then we'll do it again. Yeah, so that's what I did. So I just got home not long ago because they watched the Super Bowl down there and we hung out, ate, and then just got back here now. So anyway, I started Doors of Perception. Hi, Emmy, Margot, Kelly, and Farm Life. Tomorrow is more of that Harmony Montgomery and the Trachonis trial, but I started to look at some of the headlines, and they are horrific. Kansas City is in the news again, and this time it's because of a mother that mistook her oven for a crib. And so there's new details that are coming out. 1-month-old Zariah May was found dead with burn injuries on Friday. Her 26-year-old mother, Mariah Thomas, when questioned by investigators, said that she thought she put Zariah in her crib, but accidentally put her in the oven. She's been charged with endangering the welfare of a child leading to death, which is a felony. Now, a source said to be her friend said that she may have had mental health or cognitive challenges, which may have been a factor in the incident. And they said, and I quote, Mariah had mental issues from what I know and didn't have the mindset of an adult. She thought like a child. The independent source has not been verified, but the baby's grandfather told investigators that he got a call that something was wrong and that he needed to come home immediately. And when he got home, he said he could smell smoke and he found the baby in a crib. The baby's grandmother said that Mariah called her and was yelling hysterically on the phone. Mariah allegedly lived with her parents. When Zariah was found, she was wearing a bodysuit and a diaper which appeared to have melted on the child. And there was a charred blanket. So I don't know what. But on social media, Mariah appeared to be a doting mother who in one post wrote that she wanted to be the best mother I can be to my beautiful daughter. Another post raised questions about her state of mind when she said MFs, I think she means MFers, claim they my friend by don't never check up on me or Zariah on January 20th. So really sad situation there. I don't even understand, and I really don't need to know more of her gruesome details there. And then we have the Megachurch shooting, Lakewood Church. That's Joel Osteen. A woman walked into the Lakewood Church again with the preacher Joel Osteen Sunday afternoon and opened fire, but she was shot dead by an off-duty law enforcement officer before she could do more than shoot a man in the hip. Houston Police Chief Troy Finer said the shooter was in her early 30s. She had a long rifle, wearing a trench coat, and had a young boy with her about 5 years old who was also shot. The police chief said it wasn't clear if off-duty officers shot the child who was in critical condition at Texas Children's Hospital. Police chief did not want to speculate on that. When asked about who shot the boy, it was unfortunate, a female. That suspect put the baby in danger. I'm going to put the blame on her. A 57-year-old man was struck in the hip. He appears to be in stable condition. The woman entered the foyer of the church just before 2 p.m. She said that she had a bomb before she was killed. Officers did not find any explosives on her, in her backpack, or in her vehicle. Officers said she sprayed some type of substance on the ground, but nothing was found that was a concern for anyone's safety. Nobody knows her motive, and Joel Osteen said that his church was between services at the time of the shooting, and it was heading into its Spanish language service. He said, and I quote, "We're devastated. We're going to pray for that 5-year-old boy and for the lady that is deceased, her family and all, and the other gentleman. We were in between services going into the Spanish service. If there's anything good of it, it's that it didn't do a whole lot worse damage." The Lakewood Church can seat up to 17,000 people. It's not clear how many people were inside, but the main service at 11 had already ended and the Spanish service was about to begin. The police chief said off-duty officers involved were a Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission agent and a Houston police officer. Both are placed on administrative leave pending the investigation. So, yeah, and now let's talk about the New Jersey man and his manifesto to kill his classmate here. So, a New Jersey man who's charged with stabbing his 27-year-old former high school classmate to death last month had a manifesto that contained a step-by-step plan on how he was going to murder her. Mary Rose Feely was found dead outside her apartment complex in Somerville, New Jersey on January 30th. She was stabbed 37 times. Her car door was open. Her belongings were scattered all over. And police developed David Schreitman as a suspect by word of mouth on the night of the murder. And we're going to look at the affidavit, okay? The next day, police said they had a dash cam showing a man wearing a gray sweatshirt, a black neck gaiter over his face, and thick cushioned sneakers standing near Feely's home. On February 2nd, detectives went to speak with him. Although he refused, they said they saw a white garbage bag in the driver's seat of his car and a black gaiter on the front passenger seat, along with duct tape in the back seat. So let me pull up this manifesto over here. Okay. What was that? Was that somebody celebrating a milestone? Hey, Doors of Perception, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go over here. And I'm going to pull this up. Where did I just grab my downloads? And we'll see what this is. Here we go. Put this over here. Come on. There we go. So. Okay, so this is the complaint warrant, State of New Jersey versus David Schroetman, Somerville. Okay, so let's look at the description of relevant facts and circumstances which support probable cause that the offenses were committed and the defendant is the one who committed it. On January 30th, 2024, at 22:20 hours, Somerville Police Department responded to a residence on North Bridge Street regarding a 911 call for an unresponsive female. Upon arriving, officers located the victim with multiple apparent stab wounds. The victim was deceased by the time the officers arrived on scene. The victim was returning home from a business in Bridgewater, New Jersey at approximately 2100 hours. During an interview, one of the victim's relatives advised that upon arriving home, the victim's front passenger door of their vehicle was open, with their belongings spread throughout the front yard. A relative located the victim unresponsive with multiple stab wounds. During the night of the homicide, detectives developed David Schroetman as a suspect by word of mouth. On February 1st, 2024, dash cam surveillance video was obtained from the night of January 30th. The dash cam video shows a male in a gray sweatshirt, black face gaiter, and thick cushioned sneakers at approximately 20:59 hours standing at the intersection of North Bridge Street and Cliff Street, Somerville. This is in close proximity to the victim's residence. On February 2nd, 2024, detectives attempted to speak with Schroetman at a business in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Detectives observed a white garbage bag over the driver's seat of a tan Toyota Camry bearing New Jersey registration, along with a black gaiter in the front passenger seat and duct tape in the rear seat. Schroetman declined to speak with detectives. On February 4th, 2024, surveillance video was obtained from a residence on East Cliff Street from the night of the homicide. The surveillance video showed a male matching the description from the dash cam video running up and down East Cliff Street at approximately 21:02 hours. Shortly after, the male is observed running out of view of the video, and a sedan matching the description of the Toyota Camry drives into view of the surveillance video down Cliff Street. At 17:56 hours on February 4th, 2024, Somerville Police Department responded to a suspicious person call at a business in Somerville. Upon arriving, officers encountered Schroetman, who was wearing clear latex gloves, cleaning his vehicle. Officers could smell the odor of bleach coming from a puddle located by the driver's side door of the Camry. Officers later responded to East Cliff Street and located a discarded clear latex glove with apparent blood. A telephonic search warrant was later granted by Judge Tobar. A search warrant was executed at Schroetman's residence. During the search warrant, numerous bleach containers are located throughout the residence. Also located was a manifesto laying out a plan step by step for the homicide. The driver's door of the tan Toyota Camry was doused in bleach. Luminol spray detected blood in the entranceway and the bathroom area of Schrottman's residence. Clothing and sneakers matching the man on the surveillance video was also located in Schrottman's residence, some of which was also treated with bleach. Okay, so that's what happened there. And now there's another thing that I didn't have in the thumbnail that I want to cover. Okay. Two things actually. Okay. Police in Oregon have arrested former professional wrestler Billy Jack Haynes. Why? Because they're charging him with the murder of his wife in their Portland home. The 71-year-old former professional wrestler, whose real name is William Albert Haynes Jr., was hospitalized after he was taken into custody for a medical condition that was unrelated to the murder or the arrest. The Portland police responded to his home just before 10 a.m. on Thursday when they received a report about gunshots at the house. They found Jeanette Beecraft Haynes, and she was 85. So there's a 14-year difference between him and his wife. Interesting. And what? Yeah. She's 14 years older than, do you know that wrestler? Professional wrestler, Billy Jack Haynes?
No, sorry.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Nope. I don't watch professional wrestling much time.
Okay, I'm just,
I just know
okay.
some of the main ones. You know.
All right, well. He was married to an 85-year-old woman and he killed her, allegedly. He was taken to the hospital, reportedly from injuries that he suffered in a fall last week. Neighbors said they were shocked by the shooting. Thomas Matheo, and I quote, said they adored each other. He lives with his daughter in a separate section of the house and said that everywhere the two went, they were hand in hand. It's surreal. Okay, now Matheo's daughter, Brylin, took care of the wife who had dementia. She said she last saw the couple on Tuesday after Haynes suffered a hard fall the night before. And he had allegedly just left the emergency room and came back to the house. And apparently this person that lives in their house with their daughter that takes care of the wife said, and I quote, "He came back and told her, you know, I couldn't be away from you." And she just rolled her eyes in a cute little way. Police say Haynes will be taken to jail when he's released from the hospital and charges will be announced at that time. Haynes retired from wrestling in 1996. He worked as a professional wrestler beginning in 1982. He worked with the World Wrestling Federation, WrestleMania, and World Championship Wrestling and the United States Wrestling Association. And now, he's facing murder charges. But that was only one of the ones that I wanted to go over with you. The other one was, well, there's a couple of them. If you remember down on Folly Island, right after her wedding, a woman was killed when someone went crashing into the was not a golf cart, but it was like a golf cart that they were riding in, and the driver was drunk. And now, allegedly, that drunk driver that killed that bride is planning her wedding from jail. Samantha Miller was killed on her wedding night, and she was killed when Jamie Lee Komorowski, 26 years old, had over 3 times the legal blood alcohol limit. She plowed her Toyota into that golf cart-like vehicle that Miller and her new husband, and I believe 2 other people, were in as they were leaving their beach wedding reception. And I believe it was April 28th of last year. It was actually when we were down there. I remember when I heard it, I was sitting at a table having dinner with my daughter and Nell. Samantha Miller died from the injuries sustained, and she, in an apparent emotional call, Komorowski, to her parents, told her father that, "I want you to walk me down the aisle. I want you to be at my wedding. I want you to be with me. I want to go on walks with you." Komorowski is originally from New Jersey. She's facing up to 25 years in jail over the crash that killed that bride, seriously injured 3 others, including the groom, in Folly Beach. She told her dad she hates not knowing what her fate will be. Audio recordings released by the Charleston County Sheriff's Office. Komorowski is still believed to be dating her boyfriend, Evan, and he has stood by her side since the fatal crash. During a call between the two in December, she gushed over how he picked her mom up at the airport while she was in jail and thanked him for his help, saying, "It means a lot to me. I can't wait to get a hug from you. Oh my gosh, you had just better wear a rain jacket," referring to how teary she expected to be when they were reunited. Komorowski described her day to Evan, telling him how often she showers just for something to do. She also discussed friendship with a fellow inmate named Tanner and how they passed the time by playing Monopoly and watching TV shows, including The Vampire Diaries. You can watch TV, play cards, or go in the rec yard, and there is one medicine ball. When it was a call in December, said, "I can't believe it's already December. Honestly, I really can't. This is the hardest part, you know, so we're getting through it. I miss you." They exchanged I love yous. Prosecutors say that Komorowski was speeding and extremely intoxicated when she slammed her car into the back of that golf cart-like vehicle, carrying the bride and groom and 2 wedding guests. Defense lawyers previously sought her release on a $100,000 bond with the condition she would enter a substance abuse rehab program, arguing she was neither a danger to the community nor a flight risk. They also said that her lack of prior criminal history and she had strong family support. But the judge ordered Komorowski to remain behind bars during an August 1st court hearing, and the start of the trial is scheduled to get underway in March. If the trial is delayed, she could be released on a $150,000 bond, but would be subject to electronic monitoring and placed on house arrest. But this is the one I want to tell you about. This is absolutely horrific. This is a teacher in Ohio whose skull cap was removed after a student attack. Part of the Ohio teacher's skull was removed after she was attacked in her classroom by a student who may have been high. Authorities say this attack happened around 2:18 p.m. on January 4th at the Coleraine High School, where the 16-year-old student allegedly punched the teacher's head repeatedly. EMS rushed the teacher to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, where the surgeons had to remove part of the teacher's skull cap to help prevent brain damage from swelling caused by the injuries. There was a body camera footage that was released showing officers leading the teen out of the school after the attack, and he appears to be physically unwell. And I quote, they asked, "Did you take anything, smoke anything, drink anything?" And he responds, "I took a cart. I didn't take no weed." Cart refers to a vaping device. The teenager later told police he was experiencing a delayed state and recalled attacking his teacher, telling the officers, and I quote, "She said she was going to call the police, and then I just started punching." His lawyer, Clyde Bennett, said that whatever substance his client took prompted the violence. And I quote his lawyer, "His behavior, his violent behavior, his erratic behavior, the attack, the assault, was not the result of him trying to attack the teacher. It was the result of the impact and influence that the drugs had on him. It made him that way." He didn't believe he was ingesting drugs. He was just consuming a vape, like a lot of juveniles and teenagers do. The teenager faces a charge of felony assault and disciplinary action by the school district and is scheduled to be in court on February 12th, which is tomorrow. Okay, now I've got to tell you something. Let's see. Let me get the chat over here. So let me get into live chat. So listen, Jimmy bought a pair of sneakers from a drug dealer. Hi Ashley. I don't know what he laced them with, but he was tripping all over the place. You can go to a bar and get drunk, but they expect you to think responsibly when you leave. Right, exactly. So Ashley, you got your membership working? Don't mind my packages behind there. I didn't get to do my work today. I'm gonna have to get on that tomorrow. I have boxes there that I was going to pack in and didn't happen. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Did you get that? It's Bink, you're the only one that got that? You have it for the first time? I thought you had that before. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you get better fast. Story of our life? Why, that nobody gets our jokes? Did you guys get my joke? It was a joke. Jimmy bought a pair of sneakers from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but he was tripping all over the place. Thought that was really funny. Oh my goodness. Nobody has a sense of humor tonight except for just a couple people. Sorry. Oh, the packages. So you didn't get the joke either. Now it's just me and Doors of Perception got the joke. Okay. Just you and me, Doors. Just you and me. I'm here. Yeah, but you don't get it. Nobody hears I thought my joke was really funny. I know, but then you said about the packages. I don't know. Anywhoosie, I've got an appointment tomorrow, and I don't even know what time it is. Isn't that crazy? I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to. I have to go have an ultrasound tomorrow. Anywho, what else was I gonna say? I don't know. So the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and apparently Taylor Swift's boyfriend went from being liked to being hated rather swiftly. And you know what? He's like a big burly guy. I don't really follow that much because I'm not like the biggest Taylor Swift fan or whatever. Though I saw her like right when she was opening for Brad Paisley before people even really heard of her. When she was brand new. And I don't know. I just this whole thing. I don't know, but I didn't really take a look at what he looked like until tonight. I saw him. I just saw a clip of him pushing the coach or something, and he's a big burly guy, and looks like too old for her. He looks like too old. He looks like he needs anger management. He looks like a bully. And I don't see what the attraction is. Sorry, I don't. He looks like a big bully. With an anger management problem. And I don't know. I just saw a clip and I'm like, what is the attraction of that? I think she could do a lot better than that. That doesn't look like, I don't know what that's about. But apparently they're saying that he went from liked to hated very swiftly. So that's what I say there. You didn't see him? There was a clip on Twitter. And he looks pretty bad. So, did I like halftime? We watched it. It was all right. It was all right. It was all right. There's nothing to write home about. Okay, so anyway, tomorrow again I have a doctor's appointment, so I don't know when I'm going to be back. I don't even know when my doctor's appointment is. Got to figure it out. But then I'm going to try and get some stuff done, but I doubt I'm going to get very far with what I need to get done. And I think I need to start a new Zoom anyway, so I might as well do that. He looks swiftly. I feel so tired. Oh my goodness, Mike. Hi, Captain Lee. You didn't watch the Super Bowl. The Puppy Bowl. Oh. Yeah. Yes, I got it. He looks swiftly. But I said that he fell out of favor swiftly. He went from being loved to being hated. You didn't get my joke, and I really thought my other joke would go over a lot better. I can't believe you guys. You're like sticks in the mud. That was a good joke. Actually, Jimmy told that joke tonight. One of the people there goes, "Gosh, I thought you were serious for a minute." Because he goes, and I did too, because I thought he goes, "I bought a pair of sneakers from a drug dealer." And I'm like, what? Right? I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all over the place. And you guys, I don't know, didn't really get it. Hello. What is this thing? The alias. Something that I set the legal fund to does not exist. What the heck is that? Let's look at the top chatters and I can go see what the heck that is. Okay. Doodly 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 doo. Top chatter, Kevin Leonard. Let me fix this legal fund thing. It's probably this is the one that's not working. And we'll leave this one up. I think this one is working. Okay, so let me take a look. I'm going to try to see if that's working. Okay. All right, let me take a look at the other top chatters, all right? So Margot K is number 2. L is number 3. Emmy is number 4. Manager of 4 Monsters is Manager of 3 Monsters is number 5. Rough and Ready is 6. White Angel is 7. My Coffee is Black is 8. Painted Black is 9. Linda is 10. 11, High 61. 12, Chris Reeve. 13, It's Bank. 14, Scooter. 15, Dina Elizabeth. 16, Billy Boy Blue. 17, Brenda P. 18, A Murder of Crows. 19, A Heart Made Wise. 20 is Mommy Ramblings. What? How am I 20? 21 is the Captain Lee fan. 22 is Pudding. 23 is Earth Angel. 24 is Shelly Joe. Shelly Joe, how am I a bigger chatter than you? Come on. And Holly, Numb, how am I a bigger chatter than you? Stop this. That's insanity. Stop the insanity. Okay, you're extremely going to bed. Good night. Okay, so let me see what else I want to talk about. Because we've got things I want to talk about. Here's something that we haven't done in a very long time. And I think I'm just going to do it right now because it's my prerogative. We're going to go to Selkirk, New York for a second. Does anybody know where Selkirk, New York is? Okay, and I'm going to tell you about this house, okay? All right. This was originally a summer house for a local wealthy family. The home is a historic Hudson River landmark. The estate offers privacy at the end of a long driveway and is adjacent to over 100 areas of underdeveloped land that is part of the Scenic Hudson Land Trust. Perched on top of a bluff with views of the Hudson River, the Pelt Estate, Linus and Lucy Pelt, offers an opportunity to sip tea on sleeping porches and watch the ships go by. Located in an area of historic Selkirk called Cedar Hill, this home is one of the few remaining of the forgotten mansions that once lined the river. The property is made up of over 20 acres. The former Pelt's home and multiple original outbuildings. It was built in 1866 and built in Queen Anne style. It offers charming details, hardwood floors, 3 fireplaces, dual sleeping porches with haint blue ceilings, and an expansive front porch, all of which are fine examples of a simpler time of days gone by. The interior of the home features 6 bedrooms, 3 with ensuite bathrooms, 4 spacious remodeled bathrooms, and a half bath located within the home. There's a large library that has floor-to-ceiling shelves, large windows, and a cozy gas fireplace. Okay. It's located in the hamlet of Selkirk, which is 15 minutes from Albany, the capital of New York. 30 minutes from Hudson and 15 minutes to the nearest Amtrak train station. Selkirk is known for its rich history, historic homes, and its headquarters for the New York Autobahn Society and the Autobahn International. Okay, let's take a look. It's move-in ready. Look at that. It's given me the vibe of the, a little bit like, not as grand, but as the house in Fatal Attraction, which I always liked. They moved up there. I love all the little built-ins. I love the vintage tile on the floor. Oh, look, there's a carriage there too. Lots of room. A gazebo and an ice skating pond. And a fishing pond. Little well pump house or something. Big barns. Okay. Put your guesses in. How much do you think this is? Come on. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Did you put in a guess? Ashley says 1.6. Margot says 395K. Hi, Rando. I'm late. Selkirk, New York. It's 15 minutes from Albany. 30 minutes from Hudson, New York. Go ahead. I'll give you a moment to get your guess in. Emmy says 825K. Hi, the Bee Lady Apiary. Rando, do you want to get your your guess in there? Hi, Bee Lady. You said we currently have our 5-bedroom home, lakefront home in Lake Ontario, up for sale to buy a winter home. To buy a winter home in Florida. We are keeping our farm. We currently have our 5-bedroom lakefront home on Lake Ontario up for sale. Oh, really? To buy a winter home in Florida, you are keeping your farm. Okay, Lake Ontario. are you located in New York there? I think we got one of our dogs up very close to Lake Ontario. Okay. Rando, I'm gonna move along here. And I'm gonna tell you that's 1,000,001. Okay, guys, so a lot of you were under. Ashley was over. We didn't have a lot of people putting in there, but maybe we will on the next go round. Okay. Okay, we're going to stay in New York right now. And this is a historic home, and it has nice red barns on it as well. It's in upstate New York, in Cooperstown, where the Baseball Hall of Fame is. And let me pull this over. Let me pull that down. Let me pull this over. It's called the 1826 Queen. Okay, this rises gracefully like the regal queen that it embodies. The majestic masterpiece has proudly stood in the picturesque countryside between Cooperstown and Oneonta for almost 2 centuries. The striking neoclassical architecture of the home exudes a grand sense of country living, while the understated beauty of the simply adorned columns and inviting rocking chair porch reflects the charming simplicity of life. Okay. It has a parlor, a library, a patio, a second floor, living room, dining room, kitchen, the barns. It's listed on the New York State roster of historical barns. The primary dairy barn, with its distinctive shape, classical tiered structure, is but one of 6 barns on the property. 6 barns. 2 of these barns date back to the earliest days of the farm, and it's incredible to see how they have stood the test of time. The cattle stanchions and overshot storage drops are still intact, serving as a testament to the rich heritage of our land. In a world that is constantly evolving, it's becoming increasingly rare to find these bastions of bucolic beauty. They are like cathedrals of the countryside, preserving a piece of history that deserves our utmost respect and admiration. Okay, then there's a guest house. And that says available separately. So I'm not sure if that's located in the sale of the home, but we'll see. So let's take a look at this. Please get your prices down. 2 homes. Yes, it is 2 homes. So 2 homes, guys. There's the guest house. Look at that little guest house. There's one of the barns. Look at that. Look at that old-fashioned car right there. Sub-Zero refrigerator, commercial cooktop. Look at those nice built-ins in that powder room. Oh, that's not even a powder room. That's a full, there's a shower in there. Look at that. That is very interesting, isn't it? Look at the way that bathroom, is that like the back door opens into that bathroom? That is something else. Look at that place. Look at the horse. That's one of those coin horses that, gosh, that's like an adult can ride on that one. Look at that bench. The stairway. I love that wallpaper. Wow. Very incredible. Look at the wide plank flooring. I love the built-ins. Wow. This is great. The bathrooms are all redone. Closets, look at the closets. Usually these old homes don't have closets. Laundry room. Look at the barns. Oh my goodness. And don't forget there's a guest house. What do you guys think? What's the price on that? Let's see. I'll tell you a little bit. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Four bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 6 barns, and 14 plus acres, guys. How much is it? Please. Picture, please. Okay. Margot says 2.1 million. Margot, you're the only one that's playing? Is Margot the only person here playing? Really? I just might take the ball and go home. Property taxes are sky high, right? I know, B-Lady. Believe me, I know. 1.22 million. B-Lady says 2.3 million. Anyone else? Emmy, you're not going to play the game? Bink? Okay. Well, then I'll have to say you'll all be pleasantly surprised. $8.99. It's a bargain, right? Seems like a bargain, doesn't it? $8.99. I am not kidding. It's $8.99. I'm 100%, I'm serious with you. I'll show you. There you go. $8.99. Just about little under 14 acres, 13.67 acres. Stunning Greek Revival farmhouse sits on 13 plus acres, zoned for residential or commercial use, ideally located between Cooperstown and Oneonta. So maybe that it says, now see, over there it said 2-home package. Now it says previously listed as a 2-home package. I don't understand. So if it doesn't include that other home, but it says optional. I don't know what the option is on that other home, but that is for this home. And then